What's up, everybody? Sher with another car sales confessions or dashboard confessions, whatever you want to call it. Again, I wish I had a brand name for it. I don't. We're just making some cool little content videos, telling stories, telling all old tales of what it was like to come up in the automotive industry of selling cars. I'm going to go back real quick. I'm going to go back to when I first got into the business. At this point, you know, I'm in the business 6 to 12 months. But I'm going to go back to that first dealership I went to where Haas Divine recruited me to. What was interesting was I was all set on becoming a school teacher. I liked working with kids as a swim instructor and as a lifeguard. Wanted to be a school teacher. I wasn't thinking that I'm going to be chasing making a lot of money. I figured I would just be your average Joe. Dress for success, be a school teacher, be damn good at it, and that's that. So when I went to work at that first store, and I met one of the finance managers. You know, he said, "What are you going to school for?" I said, "Well, I'm going to school to be a school teacher." He looks at me, and of course, you know, car people, you know, we have egos, we have arrogance, and we like to flex because we make a lot of money, right? If we're good, of course. So he goes, "Oh, you want to be a school teacher?" He goes, that's cool. He goes, "You know, my wife's a school teacher." I go, yeah. He goes, "That's all good." He goes, "What my wife makes in a year, I make in 3 months." And I'm like, looking at it, I'm like, he was still a young guy. I don't know if he's still working there. But he goes, "Yeah." I'm like, "For real?" He goes, "Yeah." I go, "What do you mean?" The guy shows me his pay stubs. $30,000 a month, $40,000 a month. And I mean, like I said, they were, at the time, we're going back 2003. So school teachers weren't getting paid. Like now they're actually making way better money. And I'm just like, holy shit. Motherfucker's making all that money. Like, and so I'm like, well, how do you get to that? And he's like, well, you got to be a good salesperson. Then you get moved into F&I. And then if you're really good, you become a director. Like, you know, I think the guy's name was Rui at the time. And I'm like, wow. And I'm like, okay. Then, of course, I sold my first 2 cars, made $1,500. Game over. It's no joke, people. You can make way, way, way above average income. I know general managers that make over $1 million a year in the car industry. I know salespeople that make $1 million a year. My buddy Ali Rita, right? He makes all the money. Sells more cars by himself with his little team than most car dealerships do in the country. So, yeah, the opportunity's there. And you know what's funny? You could probably have the same opportunity in real estate, in mortgages. If you build your mindset to do things a certain way, you will absolutely destroy it. So think about that. I mean, it really changed my mindset. Like, I dropped out of school later on. I never became a school teacher. I realized, you know, my self-value, my self-worth. And, yeah, that's it, man. I just make the best of it. Made a whole career for myself. And I have 0 regrets. Like, I love what I do. And that's that. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you guys because it's amazing when you get good at something to what level of success you can have. It really is. And it all depends on what your success is. So with that being said, shameless plug time, go read my book, Social Shares, the Skills That Pay the Bills. Because if you want to get to that $30,000, $40,000 a month, you need to be skilled. You need to level up and you need to skill up. And you only do that by having an open mind. Thinking in a forward fashion, forward-thinking, consultative way. There's a lot of tools out there on the internet. Go learn how you can make it happen. If you are not making a decent living, nobody's fault but yours. It's what you choose to make. I can choose to be an entrepreneur making 6 figures, or I can choose to go work at a dealership making 6 figures, or I can choose to take a dead-end job and make 40 grand a year. I got news for you. I can't survive on that. So what am I going to do? I'm going to take if I'm going to get up every morning, I'm going to work hard. If I have to produce, and if I have to put out all this energy, I may as well get paid for it. Somebody's going to pay for my professional services today. And that's something they taught me in the first dealership. If I have to do all this work, someone's going to pay for me today. You go talk to a lawyer, you pay him $400 a month, right? I'm sorry, a month. $400 an hour, right? Yeah, they're charging you because they're good at what they do. So that's what it comes down to. You know, learn your skills, learn to level up, and learn to appreciate your self-worth. When you can do that, you're going to be absolutely incredible in whatever it is that you do. So think about that. Sometimes the things that you originally planned to do are not the things that you end up doing. 38 years old, I'm in the car industry. I mean, I could have been a vice principal or principal of a school by now had I went in the direction I was going in. I make a lot more money than a vice principal and a principal. So think about that. All right. That's my message for the day. Go check out my book, Social Shares Skills to Pay the Bills, so that you too can level up and learn from your experiences to be better. Take care, guys.